There's some apprehension with coming up this year because so much was lost. You look at the production Jordan Brailford had. You look at some of the other guys that were on that defensive line from last year that graduated. It's a pretty big turnover.
It is. It's probably, I would say it's the biggest turnover I've faced in my career. I mean, it's been common to have these interviews and have these talks, and you discuss, losing your two interior guys, or losing your two edge guys, or losing one of each, or losing the Emmanuel Ogba's, the Vincent Taylors, the Quentin Osborne's, even clear back to the Calvin Barnett. How are you going to replace them or reproduce their production? This year's a little unique to where we lost a lot of our main football players that took a majority of the snaps. So I could definitely understand why there's some apprehension along with it.
You talking about some of the guys that are going to step in. I don't know that people realize what kind of engine that Brendan Evers, and I think Brock Martin too, but Brendan is definitely a guy you see every day, and plus you hear the things about him in the weight room with Rob Glass.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. And some of the limitation of these guys' experience has to do with they were a little bit younger, and there's a gap between them and the guys we had playing last year. So it wasn't necessarily justifiable to have them on the field as much as maybe they deserved or much as they were capable of doing. But I'm excited about Brendan. I think he made some major improvements from last fall to the end of this spring. He's always been a serious football player. It's always been important to him. He's always worked tremendously hard, and so I'm excited to see some of the fruits of his labor pay off this fall.
I mean, Brock Martin is a guy that is homegrown that I think has a lot of possibilities.
I think he's very similar to Brendan. Different positions, different type of athlete makeup, but I would say a very similar mindset that success is important to him, team and individual. They're going to do what it takes to help the team, but they're going to work their tails off individually to make sure they're the very best. They're tough football players. Brock's a tough football player, and he makes it important to him. And in the same verbiage I use as Brendan. With Brendan, he made a tremendous amount of improvement this spring and showed that he can adequately fill in that Leo position and do some good things for us.